Samuel Butler, an English writer and critic, is known for his diverse contributions to literature and his thought-provoking translations and critiques of classical works. Born on December 4, 1835, in Langar Rectory, Nottinghamshire, Butler's life was marked by intellectual curiosity and a willingness to challenge established norms. Samuel Butler was the son of Rev. Thomas Butler, a clergyman, and Fanny Butler. He was educated at Shrewsbury School, where his grandfather, also named Samuel Butler, had been the headmaster. He later attended St. John's College, Cambridge, where he earned a degree in classics. Despite his family's expectations for him to enter the clergy, Butler was disinclined toward a religious vocation, setting him on a path of intellectual and personal independence. In 1859, Butler emigrated to New Zealand, where he attempted sheep farming in the Canterbury region. His experiences in New Zealand were foundational, providing him with the material for his first book, A First Year in Canterbury Settlement 1863, which detailed his life and work in the colony. Despite initial success, Butler sold his farm in 1864 and returned to England, having gained financial stability and a wealth of experiences that would inform his later works. Back in England, Butler settled in London and dedicated himself to writing and scholarly pursuits. He is perhaps best known for his satirical novel, Erewhon 1872, a utopian narrative that critiques Victorian society and its institutions. The novel's title, Erewhon, is an anagram of nowhere, reflecting Butler's interest in societal norms and their inversion. Butler's other significant work, The Way of All Flesh, published posthumously in 1903, is a semi-autobiographical novel that examines the hypocrisy of Victorian family life and the church. The book's critical perspective on religion and parental authority resonated with readers, cementing Butler's reputation as a pioneering critic of societal conventions. One of Butler's most enduring contributions to classical studies is his translation of Homer's The Odyssey 1900. His translation is noted for its accessibility and clarity, making the epic more approachable for contemporary readers. Unlike many of his predecessors, Butler emphasized the narrative flow and readability of the text, striving to capture the spirit and tone of the original work rather than adhering rigidly to literal translations. Butler also authored The Authoress of the Odyssey 1897, in which he proposed the controversial theory that the Odyssey was written by a woman, possibly from Sicily. This theory was based on his detailed analysis of the text, and while it has not been widely accepted, it reflects Butler's willingness to challenge traditional scholarly views and his keen analytical mind. Throughout his life, Butler was known for his independent thought and skepticism towards established institutions, particularly the church and the traditional educational system. His works often reflect his critical stance on dogma and authority, advocating for personal freedom and intellectual honesty. Butler never married and led a relatively solitary life, focusing on his writing, painting, and musical interests. He maintained friendships with notable contemporaries, including the philosopher and critic George Bernard Shaw. Samuel Butler died on June 18, 1902, in London. His contributions to literature, classical scholarship, and social criticism have left a lasting impact. His willingness to challenge convention and his innovative approaches to both writing and translation continue to be celebrated. Samuel Butler's legacy as a writer, translator, and critic endures through his novels, essays, and translations. His translation of the Odyssey remains a testament to his skill and dedication to making classical literature accessible and engaging for modern audiences.